Hi everyone, this is the spring review for TimePro, and let's get into it. This is the Spring 334. Our spring goal is to have a technical solution review and do backlog refinement, and this is done. This is a 1-week sprint, and we have me and Tom as the main developer, and Geoffrey had some work today. This is our backlog. We finished the spring goal, but we have 4 PBIs in progress. And let's get to the backlogs. The spring goal as the first PBI is to have a synchronization of the knowledge we have among the team on the technical solution. And we already have existing PBIs for the whole epic, and we want to do refinement on those. This is done with the meeting yesterday with Sean and Hugo, and also the meeting on Tuesday to determine the development resource. So we have carefully reviewed the solution and clarified our understanding on the architecturing thing. And also we had discussed some technical details on the PBIs so that we removed our blockers to work on this epic next spring. The next one is the documentation update on provisioning a new tenant. This was the spring goal last spring. So with the new features we implemented, we want to document down our working results. So this has been documented down in the project wiki. We have a previous document for provisioning a new tenant, but it was out of date because it mentions the steps to manually update the database. But now with the new features, we are able to do all the provisioning on the UI without touching the database. So here are the new screenshots. That is this PBI.
Looks
Back
good.
to the thanks. Back to the backlog. Our third done is a .NET runtime upgrade on the server. So we recently have found vulnerability on the .NET runtime, and we have immediately contacted the sysadmin to help us to upgrade. This is done.
All right. So okay. So we're still on .NET 8. We're not touching anything and moving to .NET 9 or anything. Is that right?
That's right. We're still on .NET 8, but we upgraded to the latest patch version.
Okay.
To fix it.
Yeah. Did you discuss at all about just moving to .NET 9?
No, I didn't.
JK, do you think you should have had a discussion whether the quick patch or .NET 9?
I believe we had a discussion not to go about 3 months ago with you, Adam.
Oh yes, but 3
with
months
you.
ago that was because we didn't need to. But when you get one of these, the chance is there might be another one. So it might be better to go to .NET 9.
So there's no recommendation that we should go to .NET 9 for the security, and we're so close to .NET 10 that I would rather aim for .NET 10.
Okay, all right, good
And
answer.
also to add on this, .NET 9 is not LTS. It's only 8 and 10 which are.
That's right.
Yeah, yes, I know, but that doesn't worry us as much.
Okay.
Okay, continuing on the backlog. We have
personally
4
don't
PBIs.
mind to go. Sorry, just to add now. Personally don't mind to go to .NET 9. I just don't think it's efficient with .NET 10 to be this close to release.
Yeah, you just said that, JK. All right, good.
Okay, I will continue. 4 PBIs in progress. This one is pending for deployment. We experienced the certificate expired issue on Octopus. So this fix was now published to production. but that issue was fixed. And the other 3 are about the new cross-billing features. We have started on them all, and we will continue on next sprint. Going on, I will quickly go through. Suggested timesheet usage has decreased 1%. Automatic timesheet usage decreased 1% as well. Our spring burn down doesn't look as good as last spring because we had some blockers until we had the meeting to clarify them.
Sorry, I know you've moved past, but did we try to have one conversation with anyone to try to get anyone on the automated timesheets?
What conversation are you talking about? Sorry.
Okay. I think, yeah, these 2, you meant to have a conversation with somebody. Put a bullet point, the first bullet point on this. Have a conversation with people until you get one new person.
While we're talking about automated timesheets, I actually recorded a yak shave about a bug with suggested timesheets as well. I'm not sure where it is in the priority, but the suggested timesheets aren't working properly either.
All right. And Jim, when you use TimePro, do you have the suggested timesheet done, like the client already entered?
Yes.
Okay. And does it automatically do the timesheet comments with the commits?
No. Maybe because I haven't connected to Azure DevOps.
Okay, so maybe when the lead developer is not using it, they're not going to get other people to use it. So maybe the first one should be talk to myself about using that feature. So I don't have to, so all my work is automatically being put as comments on the timesheets.
That's called eat your own dog food, right?
Correct.
Also, me and JK has already came up with a PPI. I sent it into the chat. Okay. So maybe you can pull this one and into every sprint, and just remember to tell people to use the suggested and automatic timesheet.
Yeah, and Tom, if you're aware of it, you can get Jim, help him, and do it together.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I can update the forecast later, but let's continue now. Is that okay?
Yep.
Spring burn down because we had blockers. Yeah. And there was no production deployment this spring. I put a note here mentioning the certificate issue we experienced and fixed. For all code coverages in both backend and frontend, there's no change.
Yeah. Now, if a lot of you were doing stuff, wouldn't somebody have added a feature that is useful? A bug fix that is useful?
I didn't get it.
Well, all right. A lot of code was changed, right? To fix things with the billing, right?
Yeah, but that was this spring we didn't have many code changes.
Oh, why is that?
Yeah, we did careful planning before our development. So yeah.
Jim, I think you can explain this better, and this is what we discussed prior to doing this, is that this sprint doesn't have a lot to show, but it has a lot of planning, because the implications of the 3 TimePro tenancies across the world, locking timesheets from one country to another, had a lot of planning implications. So the guys have done a lot of work. They had meetings with Jean, they had meetings with Alvin, and there's a fair bit of stuff that's gone under the hood. And this sprint very much was focused on the planning that these guys had to make sure that all these pieces need to work together.
But are you telling me Lou didn't have any time to do any coding?
Yeah, there are definitely
Tom?
some dones there.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why. Look, I understand less work was done, but surely Tom finished the feature and wanted it deployed. No?
Yes, I finished one feature, but as Jim mentioned, Octopus was down because it was a significant problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Seems unusual to me, but that's okay.
Yeah, we didn't do any deployment this spring.
I understand you didn't do any deployment, but I'm not sure whether that means you didn't finish any bug fixes or finish any little features.
By definition of done, they are not finished.
All right. Okay.
So
All right.
yeah, not able to show.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry guys, I'll drop off. I need to run a comms challenge with Luke. So
Okay.
I'll see you on Monday.
All right.
I'll see you. Bye,
See you guys.
Geoffrey. See you. So let's continue on the pipeline health. They both backend and front end pass rate have decreased a little because we had some integration test error, but we fixed them. Application health, we are still experiencing this failure requests. So that we still have 16K failure requests, and that has been recorded in this PBI. The state of Epic.
How much work did you do on that pink graph?
None. I just actually this PBI last spring.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Continue to the state of Epics. The China tenant Epic have progressed a little, but as per our discussion earlier, we won't. The China tenant Epic won't be fully completed until we done the cross billing Epic. So that's what we are starting from this spring.
I don't think so. The Chinese tenant was just to create it, get it up and running. Like, you don't have to do all the fancy stuff with the cross billing just to finish that Epic.
Yeah, we have one PBI in the China tenant Epic to create the tenant on production, but we discussed with Alvin and we decided to leave that until it's fully functional, which means cross billing features are all done.
Yeah, no, yeah, if you're still unclear, give me a call after this, but you should be able to record a done video of creating a tenant for China and just showing that everything syncs up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's also that's also in progress.
Yeah, and by the way, I've said this in the past, and obviously Alvin might say something different. As soon as he says something different, just add me into the call and we'll talk together.
Well, you cannot include the cross billing in this epic, but I just say I will only use this tenant when the cross billing feature being completed.
I understand that. That's different. That's a different thing.
Yeah.
Okay. For R&D work, we did a cross-tenant billing and reporting architecture investigation among the team. And here's the PBI link. For AI usage, I'm using GPT-5 with DeepSeek and DeepSeek. Lorraine uses GPT-5, Tom uses GPT-5 and Yakshiva. Here's the Copilot stats, and Lorraine, I would like to hand it over to you to introduce.
Yeah, okay. So let's take a look at the Copilot stats, because Jim is our Scrum Master. He talks all the time. And Michael, our PO, when Jim some questions, so that's why Michael also said a lot. And the first speak of Tom is about the PBI he focused in this sprint. So there are some green points there. And at the end, maybe in the middle end, Tom talked about what we'd like to do in next sprint in the forecast meeting. So that's why he got some green points there. And for me, I didn't do much in this sprint, and I would like to record a done video as a tutorial for provisioning the new China tenant. And I mentioned that at the end of the meeting. And Lou provided some suggestions related to that done video. That's why he got some purple points there. Is that correct, teams? Are you agree
Correct.
with this? Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
that's correct.
Okay, thank you. And for action points, the team will focus on progressing PBIs from the cross-billing epic, moving all in-progress items to the next sprint, and allocating capacity for both technical tasks and the creation of done tutorial videos. I don't think the dump is the correct word, so it should be done, D-O-N-E. Are you agree with me? Yeah, teams?
Yeah.
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 Okay, so yeah, so that's our Copilot stats part. I will hand over to you, Jim.
Okay, thank you, Lorraine. I will put this note here. Okay. Next, for Yakshaver usage, we have 56% PBIs Yak-shaped in the past month, and 8 of them are done. That's the review. For the retro, I would like Michael to introduce it.
Okay, so what went well is, Jim, we've got more manpower, and through the week adding some of the team from France. Tom and Michael, we did we actually looked at this cross-billing architecture, and there was quite a little bit of planning. We had to involve stakeholders from everywhere. Solution architects, John had written a document, so there was quite a bit of work done because of the enormity of this change. So that work has been done, and we're ready to actually get in, do some code. What didn't go so well is the octopus deploy issues. And we didn't have anything to show of any significance, which we think is what could have been better. And improvements, we think that we should have got a little bit more effort on the done videos. And did we add the R&D comments as well, Jim?
The R&D here.
Yes, because that's probably something else that we should add that actually went well, because of the amount of investigation that's gone on. This is definitely some R&D work, because we've been there's been a lot of investigation on how to run TimePro across multiple countries and locking timesheets and the like. So there's a fair bit of research and development going on in that.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Michael. If there's no questions, I will jump to the forecast. So for next spring, our spring goal would be 2 PBIs for the cross-billing features. So that was the first step of our development work, which is to work on the webhook as the first step. So here's the 2 PBIs as our spring goal. Next spring is also a 1-week sprint. And we will be having new team members, Geoffrey working full-time, and Hugo working every Friday. So here's the backlog for the next sprint.
Sorry,
Any more questions? Okay, that's all for our spring review, retro, and forecast. will upload this video to this channel. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.